So that was I Love You. The Teflon Brothers featuring Pandora. Come to Pandora in a minute because you may recognize her, but they
Mm.
are a Helsinki based rap group and they've released over 5 albums already. Um,
Over
they've
five.
they've got reasonable recognition as well. They're quite well known. This is actually the favourite to win now with the bookies. And if you are recognising or looking at Laura, if you're looking at Pandora even and thinking to yourself, I recognise her from somewhere, well, those who are fans of Melody Festival will remember her from 2003 and 4. This was her latest entry in 2004, Runaway, and this was the year before with the song You. And if you don't remember those, but you just remember her, you can, of course, go and check them out on YouTube. They're still there. I don't know if Gustav remembers them. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, slightly unforgettable in Melody Festival in terms that is. So Teflon Brothers featuring Pandora and I Love You. Coming to Steve first. Steve, we all know you love a banger. Why is this a favourite of yours?
Um, it's a guilty pleasure, this one, isn't it? It's one of those things when you first look at it, you think, oh my God, those lyrics. But it's so catchy. And I think this is going to do really well in the final. Um, and I just think it's so catchy. And it's an earworm. It's an absolute earworm. And they'll perform it really well as well. So I'll be interested to see how they're going to stage it. But it'll be kind of probably fairly similar to the video. But I think this is one to watch. I really like this. I shouldn't, but I do.
Yeah, it is a bit of a guilty pleasure. Danny, I'm coming to you. This is actually fourth on the Spotify charts of Finland. I have to learn how to speak, I think, later. Could this be a huge advantage going into this final, given that 75% of the vote will be public this Saturday night?
Yeah, I think that'll definitely work in their favour. I think the main thing they've got working against them is that I just don't think it's that good. So I'm not convinced that it will get lots of votes because I think there's a lot of other big songs that will draw in votes from the Finnish public. So I'm not really convinced on this one. I think it's okay for a bit of an up tempo kind of dance around tune, but yeah, I don't know. For me, it's just not doing it. I don't know. I think there's something missing. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but yeah, I'm just not convinced. I think the show will be good, though. I think they'll put on a good performance, and I think it'll be a good one to watch for sure.
Thanks, Danny. Phil and Michelle, how do you envisage this being performed? What can you visualise on stage on Saturday night?
Oh, there's going to be some big hair, isn't there? Because it's an 80s throwback. It'd be glorious. A nice big do on somebody. I don't know. It's all going to be 80s inspired, isn't it?
Yeah, lots of jumping about. It's a bit sort of Barbie girl, isn't
No,
it?
it's not. You're an
Really?
idiot. No.
Oh.
As a child of the 80s, I think it's brilliant. So if the Finnish public that vote are 40-year-old women, you should be laughing.
But really, it's not that great, is it? It's
I love you. What's not to like?
Well, there is that. And as you said, though, Teflon is a registered trademark.
Yes, I think Teflon is a registered trademark,
So
and that they wouldn't be allowed to be called the Teflon Brothers. They may have to change their name due to Eurovision rules.
PTFE Brothers.
Yeah, if they PTFE Brothers. Yeah, if they win. Yeah, there is that.
But yeah,
there should be more words in it. Technically, I think.
Yeah,
there is a lot of
I
repetition.
love you. It was great at the beginning. It sort of drags on a bit towards the end.
The first 10 times I heard it, I thought this is brilliant. But then I thought, well, maybe there should be more words in it. Yeah.
But it's all right.
I love it.
Yeah, you can't complain really.
No, it's good. Nice, cheery, dancey one.
Thanks, Phil and Michelle. Marius, coming to you. In the recent weeks in Norway, we've seen Blasmafian come out of absolutely nowhere to win their semi-final one, and with a very similar sounding tune that was performed amazingly live on stage. And in fact, it was the performance which essentially took it through. Can you see something similar happening here with Teflon Brothers and Pandora?
Well, I absolutely agree with you about Bless Mafia. And I mean, if it wasn't for that great performance, I don't think it would have gone through. As far as this one, I'm hooked. I mean, to be honest with you, I listened to the song first time today, and after 15 seconds, I was like, I love you, and it was just like, it got me. Now, it's not the best song, of course. It's a happy song. It's a good song, and it will have to rely on staging. I don't know if, as Michelle said, maybe we need some hair, maybe we need some craziness on stage that will elevate it. But this is a real contender. I mean, this is not a masterpiece by no means, but it's very rare we get masterpiece at Eurovision, isn't it? So it could do really well, and it might shock. Yes.
Thank you. And finally, we're coming to Andy. Put your wine down. There's a good boy.
Oh, well, a drink helps with this song.
Are
So
you a
they
fan or
shouldn't
not?
choose this, because if they do, they'll get the floor wiped with them by Roop.
Are you see it in a similar vein to the Roop, do you?
Yeah, I do. But it doesn't have the same quality. And Michelle, do you think you could organise some extra words from that French song that had too many?
I'll email somebody now.
Because it's a little bit repetitive in the chorus, and not just repetitive, but repetitive with "I love you." I mean, goodness me, no, it's shit. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that in case there are any Finnish friends watching it. But no, it's really no. Don't go there. You've got much better songs in the competition this year.
It's 7th in Spotify and favourite to win. It looks almost certain right now. I guess we'll find out.
But they always choose the wrong song.